have been working with Oliver's team at the Landing Page Guys, they're called, for about just before Christmas. We started working together, and I have found the experience so seamless. It's been an absolute joy. And today, having to build out a landing page in ClickFunnels has reminded me all the reasons why I get a heavy heart whenever I have to create landing pages, and just find the whole process sometimes a little bit soul destroying. So, and it's also knowing what's working right now, what if the major do's and don'ts, and the anatomy of a good performing landing page. So I thought it would be great to bring Oliver on for two reasons. One, to talk through, the do's and don'ts of a landing page, and also to be able to offer an alternative to either in your business or to your clients if you want to build out, like I have, some solid sales. I've done it for sales pages that I know I want to have them right. I don't want any glitches. I wanted them very specific. And I know that they're going to be there for a long time, so they're not like subject to changing all the time. So, and as a plus, although it doesn't really matter because I've never actually met them, they're literally down the road from me. So Oliver, I'll hand the hosting over to you now.
Sure.
Do a bit of an intro, because I know there are some people who, we're all Facebook marketers.
Perfect.
We're all in the world of landing pages, etc., sales pages.
Brilliant.
All that shizzle.
All that good stuff. Cool. Makes sense. Thank you very much for the intro and also inviting me to talk this evening. So yeah, basically we run a company called Landing Page Guys, which I co-founded. Is my audio okay, by the way?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Cool. Yeah. So we co-founded this business alongside my business partner, Andy, in 2013. So we've been doing this for sort of 6.5 to 7 years. And we currently turn over between sort of 25 to 75 landing page funnels or pages or projects per month. We have like an extensive team here in the UK, and we have around about, it kind of ranges because we're scaling up and down, but we have around about 40 people who we employ to design and develop these pages right now. Where we're different to kind of normal website design agencies is we focus on conversion rates. So you'll hear me say direct response quite a lot this evening. We focus on direct response. So where every click counts. So when you're doing paid media or email marketing, or you're sending traffic to a page for a specific reason, whether that's a sale, a generation of a lead, an opt-in, a webinar replay, it doesn't matter. Any web design agency can make your website look pretty, but what we do is we focus on the principles behind that which actually make it convert, whether it's a sale or a kind of lead gen. So we luckily got to work with Emma and her team, like Emma sort of explained, just before Christmas. And I know we're doing several projects with them now, and it's quite nice to hear that the team have made your experience seamless, because me and Andy end up more now hands off. We're kind of on, at the top of the business, looking down, trying to scale and grow the business. So to hear that the kind of project management team have been looking after you is really, really good. Yeah,
it's a really good insight into really good onboarding, because that in itself can be a bit of a struggle. So yes, I found it really, really good. Yeah.
Good, I appreciate that. And I know you kind of mentioned ClickFunnels, and I'm guessing that's what the majority of kind of your audience and you guys kind of may use, which is a great product. I would never kind of mock ClickFunnels. It's brilliant. What Russell's built is amazing as far as a business, but ClickFunnels only gets you so far. So ClickFunnels is brilliant for kind of, I always say, for proving a concept. Let's say you have a new, something you want to sell. I think you said mainly most of you guys do sales. You have something new that you want to sell. ClickFunnels is very affordable and easy to throw up a kind of sales page, test some traffic, send some emails, send some paid media to, and see if it works. Where we come in is when you're ready for that next step. When you've got something that's proven to sell, we can really take your conversion rates from maybe, I don't know, 1 to 2% on ClickFunnels, up to sort of 5-10% with our kind of more heavily direct response conversion focused funnels.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what I've done with my sales pages.
Yeah.
So I've sort of tinkered with them until I've got like proof of concept in terms of I know that if I send the right people there, that they will convert, but I want to be able to optimize and run it as a proper funnel now.
Absolutely, and that's tends to be where we come in. It's when people have proven concept and now they're willing to put a bit more time, effort, and money. I mean, we obviously we take the time and effort and resources off your hands as the so-called sort of experts, and utilize our conversion principles, which I'd love to kind of expand on shortly in this call. But it's when you're at that level where you can make a lot more money. People always obsessed with scaling. Everyone's just obsessed with scaling traffic, building up your email list more, building up your ads, sending more traffic to your pages, but they often forget that you can actually get the same results by optimizing your landing page. You can almost double your ROI if you can kind of double your conversion rate, but it's often the final kind of step that people forget about. They get given these kind of ClickFunnels templates and they think, oh, these are proven to convert, but we can get far better results if we do something custom.
And sometimes that's like the easiest, it's easier to start with the landing page. In actual fact, I was answering a couple of questions in the membership before they started with Natasha.
Sure.
And you can be running traffic somewhere till the cows come home, and if it's not working, then you have to identify that. You could keep changing your ads, you can keep changing your audience. If the same thing's happening, then there's an issue with the landing page, and a not very well optimized landing page is a difference between your ads, that funnel working and not, and you can spend 100%. All your time on the front end. It won't make any difference.
And that's typically what we see people doing. And that's why a lot of our job now, well, my job specifically, is doing things like this, is educating people to say why you need a kind of conversion focused landing page, and why you should be looking at your landing page or funnel over, say, for example, kind of changing your ads, because often you'll kind of pause your campaigns because you think, oh, this isn't converting. But like you said, maybe it's your page that is kind of at fault and not your ads, if you're getting cheap clicks and lots of interest through to your landing page or website.
So, Ollie, can you take us through some like basic principles of, what, like a direction of travel for what a good well-optimized landing page would have?
Yeah, I'm going to run you through, I've got some examples to show as well, if that's cool. But
that'd be amazing.
Yeah, of course. But first and foremost, I'm going to run you through a few things just like this. And then what I'll do is I'll share my screen and show you physically the kind of things I'm talking about. I would definitely write these things down, because I'm going to shoot through a couple of things. And, I'm not here to sell, I'm here to give some value. So just make sure that you note things down. And yeah, you can kind of look them up in your own time. But the most important things when it comes to any sort of landing page that you're driving paid media to, or you're buying clicks, or you're sending emails to, where every click counts, there's kind of, we have what's called our internal blueprint in our internal operations, whereby our landing pages don't get delivered to clients until we've checked that kind of against that blueprint. Now, this blueprint is up to 40 points plus, and I'm not going to go over all these 40 points, because some of them, although they're all important, some of them are way more important than others. And if you can just take one thing from this call tonight and implement it on your landing page, I almost guarantee you'll see an uplift in your conversion rates. Just one little thing that you can do. So first and foremost is speed is everything. So Pagespeed optimization is absolutely crucial when it comes to your landing pages. That's another reason why ClickFunnels isn't that great, because ClickFunnels is built on a software. To load all the external scripts that ClickFunnels generates to load your landing page when people land on it, it takes time for someone to load that landing page. So any ClickFunnels pages are going to take quite a long time to load. And when you're doing paid media, there's a stat that says for every 1 second decrease in load time, you'll see a 5 to 10% increase in conversions. So what that means is for every 1 second your landing page is loading quicker, you'll see that uplift in conversion rates. So speed is everything. Now, how do we optimize for speed? There's 2 free tools that you can go to. You can go to gtmetrics.com or just Google GTmetrics. Or what's probably the best one right now is if you go to I'll show you in a minute, but tools.pingdom.com. And all you do is you input your landing page URL or your website into that tool, that generator, and it will basically spit out how quick your page loads, but it will also give you a report and breakdown of why your page is taking longer to load. And if you have developers or if you have anyone on your team that can optimize or kind of edit your pages, then that's when you can really kind of make these changes to increase your page speed. So page speed is the single most important element in these days if you're doing high volume paid traffic. The second thing we always say is follow the AIDA principle. Some of you on this call probably are aware of the AIDA principle. If you're not, simply Google AIDA principle. It's AIDA. I'm not going to do it any justice on this call because it's just too long a thing to go into, but I will briefly explain what it is and how you can follow it. So the AIDA principle is basically stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. And what that means is down your landing page, we call it like the landing page journey, you should take someone on that journey of attention, interest, desire, and action. So if you look at your landing page right now and you're not following that basic flow, then if you switch it up, I guarantee you'll get more conversions. Now, how do we do that? Typically speaking, attention is above the fold. So anything above the fold is the attention section. And forgive me if I'm kind of rushing or saying terms that you don't know. Hopefully this all makes sense, but above the fold basically just means the bit that loads when you go on your landing page in your browser. Now you need to get people's attention. I'm actually just going to switch my screen. If I can share my screen, is that okay? Let me share my screen because I'll just run you through some examples of this. Cool. So if you could just let me know that you can see my screen, that'd be really good.
Yeah, we can see it.
Perfect, cool. So this is a sales page example. Now what I've done is just pulled up some templates that we've generated in here for the sole purpose of things like this, just to give you sort of an outline of things I'm kind of saying whilst I'm kind of helping you guys. So AIDA principle, attention. Now, how do we do that above the fold? Well, there's some real key things that we need to do above the fold, but I'm just going to talk about the attention side of things first and foremost. A clear headline, and you'll notice that this is lorem ipsum. We've done this so that we don't obviously kind of cater to a niche in specific, so you can kind of almost imagine your product on here, whether that's it doesn't matter, whether it's a course, whether it's an ebook, whether it's a physical product, whether it's a boot camp, whether it's a diet, weight loss, it really doesn't matter. These principles are the same across all different pages. So attention, how do we get their attention? With a nice bold headline. Okay, when it comes to content, when you're talking on your headline, you want to talk about benefits over features. So it's very, very important here. People get very feature focused, and I'm actually going to go into that in a bit more detail. Sorry, there's so many little things I could talk about, but attention. So we do it with a nice clear headline, a product picture, and some bullet points. That really helps. Scrolling down the next section of the AIDA principle is interest. So we need to pique their interest. Now, how do we pique someone's interest? Normally that's done with like a video. It's also done very cleverly here with like 1, 2, 3 step things. So you see these kind of things here, 1, 2, 3. You need to basically outline in the interest section how easy it is for the consumer or the visitor to this landing page to get your product and what it will do for them, how it will benefit them. So a video is great. A visual is really good here. I've got a placeholder. But what I really like is this 1, 2, 3 step thing. So often we'll have a headline here that says like, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. First of all, buy our product at an affordable price. Second step, get the benefits of that product. And then thirdly, lead a better life because of our product. How is this going to benefit you? So you're piquing my interest by showing me more details about the product and telling me how easy it is and how it's going to benefit me. Then we go down to the desire section. Now this is crucial in every single website, landing page, funnel, whatever it may be, whatever you're promoting, desire in these day and age are 100% really, really important. Now, desire just basically means a case study. So testimonials, case studies, social proof, videos, the more authentic these are, the better. So don't use any stock images, don't use any fake testimonials, use real images. People, even things like, you know, people panic because they're like, oh, I can't ask my customers to give me reviews. Well, that's a load of rubbish. You know, if someone can just take a selfie on their phone, it's way more authentic and believable than a stock photo. And if you struggle to get reviews, offer something in return. So email out your list and just say, the next 5 people who review me are going to get a free consultancy call. They're going to get a free product. They're going to get a free VIP upgrade. It doesn't matter. You can offer them something. So anyone can get reviews on their product. So desire is the next section. And then it's action. What is that one clearest call to action we can give someone to either purchase, opt in, buy, generate a lead, call, whatever it may be? What is that one clearest call to action we can do to get someone to purchase or whatever that may be? So just to quickly run over it. AIDA principle: attention, interest, desire, action. Attention above the fold. How can we quickly get their attention with a nice clear headline, supporting image, and some bullet points? Interest, we pique their interest by doing something like a video and a 1, 2, 3 step, just basically telling them a little bit more about that product and how it benefits them. Desire, this is crucial. So social proof, case studies, testimonials, videos, real life people, authentic reviews, desire. And then action. What is that one clear call to action that they can do and click on to get my product straight away? Hopefully everyone's following. Just give me a yes if you're following.
Yes.
Perfect. Cool. So AIDA principle is crucial. I'm just going to, perfect. We're getting a lot of people chatting saying yes. Really love it. Thanks guys for the feedback. So we're going to go into a couple of more things that are crucial on a landing page. So page speed is one. So let me just quickly show you these tools. GTmetrix is one.com. This is a really good page speed test. The other one is tools.pingdom. This tool isn't readily available. They don't kind of advertise that they have this tool because it's a paid product. But if you go to tools.pingdom, this is another good one. And what you do is you just simply get your URL, paste it in here, and it's going to report back and tell us how quickly your page loads. But it's also going to do a breakdown of how you can optimize these pages and get a quicker runtime. So this is really, really crucial. The second one is AIDA. Attention, interest, desire, action. And I'm just going to go over a couple more key crucial points with some examples for you shortly once we've got these results back, just so I can show you how it reports. Cool. So there we go. So, you know, your pages may not come out AA, but if you send this report to your developers, or, you know, I'm not here to sell, but if you want to get in touch with me, that's fine. But this is, you know, how your pages should be looking. They should be AA scores. You should be having a super quick load time. Anything under 3 seconds for a sales page is good. For a lead gen page, you should be looking at around 1 to 2 seconds. If you're integrated with something like Shopify, maybe 3-4 seconds. ClickFunnels, you're not really going to get below sort of 5 seconds just because of the tool. So page speed is crucial. AIDA is crucial. A couple of other things.
Ollie, can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I'm just going to talk until you stop me. So please.
What did you say for sales?
So sales pages, you should be loading. I mean, anything under kind of, the trouble is with sales pages, typically speaking, like this one, you have a lot of images, you have videos. It's quite a long form page. So the load time is typically higher on a sales page. So we like to get anywhere below 5 seconds. But again, it depends what you're integrated. The one issue with sales pages as well is that people tend to think that the more apps they have, the better it converts. So everyone's trying to install like social proof apps, you know, toolbars, floating notification apps. But the problem is the more apps and external things you load, the more your page is going to be heavy on resources and the slower it will be to load. So if you strip it back, this is just a very static page. This is, you know, pure HTML, CSS with a few images and a video. And we're getting a 2.6 load time. Now that is quick for a sales page. So for a sales page, I would aim for 5 seconds and under. For lead generation pages, so for something like this, if people are doing lead gen, where it's not as kind of a heavy page, I would aim for 3 and under if you want to be fully optimized. Okay, so now we're going into, and I'll love to answer any questions, so I'll open up the questions shortly, but I just want to share a few more crucial things with you guys, if that's okay. So another massive thing that we see that really increases in conversions is, first and foremost, social proof, and then something that we call trust proof. Now, social proof you probably have all heard of. We live in a day where, if I'm, for example, joining Emma's course, or if I'm buying, this weight loss product here, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to go onto Google and I'm going to Google Emma's name or this product's name or, anything followed by the word review. And I'm going to pull up some reviews, and hopefully you're on Trustpilot or Facebook or whatever it may be, and read the reviews. Now, what we try to do when I speak about direct response and conversion focused, it's making sure that that customer or that user has no excuse to leave your landing page to find those things. So social proof is crucial. This is social proof here. So if you haven't got above the fold on your sales pages 5 stars like this and rated, how many people you're rated by, you're losing out on money. Also, this is crucial. Again, if you're looking at your sales page now and you don't have a testimonial from one of your customers above the fold with a real picture, I know this isn't real, obviously this is a stock image because it's a template, but a real image and the kind of physical, you want to see those 5 stars and a real honest review, then you're missing out on money. So social proof is key. It's not just key in the desire section here, it's key above the fold. So make sure you have 5 stars, make sure you have a testimonial. And then I touched on trust proof. Now what trust proof is it's giving people a reason to trust you. Now, how do we do that? Now, normally that's done via supporting kind of icons. So all these things here in the header are trust icons, like the SSL secure things, the PayPal verified, money back guarantees are a bit kind of 2000, but they still do work in the kind of right way. But all these kind of security seals and stuff, you may not even know it, but you've probably got SSL installed on your site. Just adding that logo to the top of your sales page will increase your conversions. Again, these buttons, we use these buttons all the time, buy buttons, because they instill that trust. People associate with brands like Visa, MasterCard, Maestro, American Express, PayPal, Stripe, whatever processing you use, because they trust them. So let's show them that we are a trusted business and we're approved by these merchants by putting these by the card. And this is why you'll see these buttons on big brand stores, buy buttons, because people instill that trust. Also things like this, satisfaction guaranteed. This is all about trust. So just to run through them, page speed is very crucial. AIDA is brilliant. Make sure you lay your pages out with the AIDA principle, walking through that journey. Trust and social proof are huge. I guarantee you, if you haven't got a testimonial above the fold and you add one, your conversion rate will start to go up. And then last but not least, I'm going to shut up in a minute and let you speak, Emma, and ask me some questions. But last but not least, 2 quick things. One thing is emojis on buttons work. Now, I know that might sound mad, but we live in a day and age where emojis are everywhere. We were one of the first companies online, I believe, to do this, but we tested out emojis on buttons, on call to actions, and they really do increase click-through rates. Get clever with them. We've seen some really good ones, for example, like add to cart with a cart emoji here. Rush my order with a clock emoji works. This is the most generic, but the kind of the best one to add. It's just kind of like a staple. We always add this one. It kind of works, the pointing finger. But it's all about that kind of directional cue. So it's telling people like next step or add to cart with that kind of cart button. It's all about that kind of walking that user through the journey. So emojis on buttons work. And last but not least, before I take a breath and have a sip of water, when it comes to content and copy, you always want to talk about benefits. So most of us who own a product, we're probably all guilty of it. We're guilty of it. We want to boast about all the features on our product, whether that's a course, a landing page building service, a health product. We all want to boast that this health product has XO 2.9. It's scientifically proven. It's got the best blah blah blah. But as a consumer, people don't care as much about the features than they do about the benefits. So flip your copy to speak more about benefits. How does this product benefit me as a user? You really need to put yourself into the mind of the consumer and start thinking about benefits over features. So there's an amazing little case study here, and I'm just going to switch back from this page to, sorry, I don't know how I stop sharing. There we go. Stop sharing screen just to my face to show you. So there's an amazing little case study, and it was done by a kind of phone brand, and basically it's more about benefits over features. So there was 2 adverts, exactly the same adverts. Well, it's selling exactly the same thing, both selling a phone. Okay, so an iPhone. Now on this ad, it had the copy above the iPhone, and it said, the best 12 megapixel, incredible high def camera. And the other ad was exactly the same picture of an iPhone, but above it, it said, take long lasting pictures of your family that will last forever. And that copy, the long lasting about your family, the benefit outdid the feature ad by like 3-4 times. So flip your copy to speak about the benefit. How is this product going to benefit me? And it will convert way better than your features. Hopefully that's given some value to people. So yeah, more than happy to answer any questions or share anything else, Emma, you might want me to share.
Has anyone someone's asked about having a chat bot.
Sure, chatbots. We don't expertise in chatbots, but some of our clients ask us to add them to landing pages. What we tend to say to people is, don't confuse your messaging or don't confuse your call to action. So if your ideal path for your consumer is to go through a chatbot, then don't have anything else on your site. If it's to give you a phone call, then don't put a form on your site. If it's to fill out a form, then don't have a chatbot on your site. So we kind of preach, keep it simple, stupid. One call to action, one method of getting people into your funnel, whichever that works best for you. If that's a chatbot, great, but then don't confuse the messaging. Don't have a form, don't have a click to call button, just have that call to action that goes to your chatbot.
Can I just ask about branding? So if you've got a web page that's standard web page, beautifully branded, landing pages are quite different. Would you be mimicking the branding, or would you keep it really simple and things like red buttons, which are like super strong, rather than branded colours, that sort of thing? Would you move away from that and really tie it down that way?
It's a really good question. I would always get consistency with your branding. Because it's about that trust. It's about, that consumer may have seen your brochure site or may have seen an ad on Facebook with your branding. So when they connect with that branding later on, when they're, maybe a retargeting ad or they're served an ad, then branding is crucial. But all I would say is don't be a perfectionist about, oh, this button has to be my branded color. First and foremost, you're absolutely right. Your button has to just stand out. So the color of the button, if it's clashing with, say, for example, like the background, or if all of the rest of your page is a certain color green, then don't focus on putting your button a color green. You need it to stand out. So colors for buttons at the moment we're seeing really work are green, and funny enough, gold really works at the moment. I don't know why. So possibly change it. Like, I just wouldn't get obsessed with branding when it comes to a landing page, but I do think it's important that you still have your brand, your same fonts, your same style guide across all your kind of pages, definitely.
Could I also ask a question about buttons as well? I know you were saying that in the sort of hierarchy, action is the fourth one, but would you suggest kind of having a button above the fold?
100%. Yeah, sorry, I may have put that across the wrong way. 100%. You need to have a button above the fold. In fact, I would have a button after every single section. It's just that when a user naturally, so basically, okay, so again, there's a stat that says you've got 3 seconds to get your value proposition above the fold strong enough for someone to scroll to that interest section, that second section. So your above the fold has to be strong enough for someone to scroll. Now, implementing the AIDA principle will help people through that natural transition down your page if they want to find, some people just click the button above the fold. and they'll be added into your cart and go away. But normally people like to scroll down, read a bit more, see the desire section, and then it's that natural progression when you've got to the bottom. Right, well, now they're interested, they've come so far, we need to give them that very clear call to action. But you're 100% right. Never, ever would I not have a button above the fold, and I would always have kind of buttons going down the page as well.
So 3 or 4 buttons isn't too much?
No, not at all. It depends how long your page is. It depends how long your page is, but yeah, definitely at least every 2 sections, if not, when I say section, I mean fold. So if you imagine like above the fold, then I scroll to another section, then another section. At least every 2 sections you need a button, but normally every section you can't really have enough buttons if it's done tastefully. Okay,
thank you.
Okay. Any more questions?
Yeah, I've got a question. With regards to the page speed with ClickFunnels, is there another landing page software that you do recommend, or should we be looking at building these pages within the existing websites?
Yeah, sure. So what we do, again, I'm not here to sell, so I don't want this to sound salesy. I just want to give you a bit of context. So what we do is we will build pages, what's called like statically. So statically means not inside a landing page builder, for the very reason that landing page builders often, they're not flexible enough for what we want to do. And they also add to load speed, just to be very black and white with you. So we would build something statically through HTML and CSS, and I don't want to get too technical for people who aren't technical, but you would basically host that on your server. So if you didn't have a server, you just need to buy a cheap server. You can get one from like HostGator or SiteGround, or we can help you set it up. And then you would host that maybe on WordPress, or it'd just be static, and you would then achieve those faster results. Now, I understand that not everyone on this call, may want to work with us or with a design development agency, because obviously there's a cost that comes with that. So if you want a recommendation for a page builder that optimizes for speed, it kind of goes against what we stand for, because we don't believe in builders because we can get better results. But there is one builder that's very good for speed, and that's one called Convertri. It's actually a guy in the UK who built it. Now, I actually own a internet marketing discounts and coupon site called IM-Deals. So if you go to internetmarketingdiscounts.com or im.deals, we've got a 60% voucher off Convertri for an annual subscription. Sorry to throw that in, but if you want to save yourself some money, if you were going to use a builder and page speed is important, then Convertri is the best out there.
Thank you.
What about functionality in comparison to something like ClickFunnels? Is it the same?
It's pretty much the same. I mean, there's tens of builders. We built one ourselves, but we just, again, it kind of goes against what we stand for. So we don't actually run it anymore, the software. But you've got Unbounce, Landingy, Lead Pages, Convertri, ClickFunnels. There's loads of them, and they all are great products. I never wouldn't say that. They all serve a purpose. But when you're ready to take it to that next level, that's where people come to us. But again, openly, we are a higher ticket service. But obviously with those things, you're paying a monthly subscription or an annual subscription. With us, you just pay a one-time price. And then you kind of host it and serve it yourself. And if you don't get results, you come back to us and we optimize further to kind of make your pages convert better. But this isn't about that. If you want a software that offers all the functionality of something like ClickFunnels, but focuses on that load speed, head on over to im.deals and grab Convertri.
I mean, I'm working, just for everyone here, we are working with some clients now, and we've recommended that they build their own landing pages with these guys, rather than what we've done in the past is build out their funnels in ClickFunnels. Simply because we just found the sales part of it didn't convert as well as we wanted it to. And we identified that as being the weak link in the funnel. It was just clunky and just didn't work.
I think that's the word, clunky. You're kind of forced down certain routes that you may not want to go, and then when it comes to that kind of low speed and functionality, it is clunky. You're better off just stripping it right back.
Just one thing, this is a bit of a selfish thing, but if I wanted to build out, say you start off, because some people may get to this, say you start off with a landing page and you get that to work, but actually you decide that you want to put a tripwire type thing in. Do you work with clients where you build out pages that link to one another to build that funnel, or do you just do standalone?
No, 100%. So we'll do websites, we'll do funnels. We are called the landing page guys, but really what we focus on is the conversion. It's the conversion principles. So yeah, we can build out full 5-10 step funnels, or we can build out full websites. Like I kind of say, we have a saying that says design is an art form, landing page design is a science. That's what we focus on. We focus on the science of conversion principles. So whether it's a website, we'll build you a website that will look just as good as the next design agency, but touch wood, 9 times out of 10 ours will just convert better because we still instill all those things I've just shared with you and way more on a website, on a funnel, on a landing page. It doesn't really matter.
Can you just share a little bit about prices and things? Because I know some people may be a bit in despair with clients' websites,
of course,
and looking for options because ultimately it's affecting their results.
No, I totally understand. Absolutely. Obviously, it would benefit if someone wants an accurate kind of proposal and price, just to contact me or my kind of sales team. Again, I really don't want to kind of cross salesy here. Hopefully I've given you guys some value, but as Emma's asked, you can go to landingpageguys.com, or you can email greg@landingpageguys.com, my head of sales. But if you want a more kind of in detail proposal, but when it comes to us, if say, for example, you want a sales page, funny enough, we always deal in US dollar because most of our clients are from the US. So I'm going to have to do the conversion rate, but for, say, for example, a sales page, our cost for design, development, and integration. So we handle everything. So we'll do all the design. You get unlimited revisions until you're happy. So that may be 1,000 revisions. I'm hoping it's more like 10, but that's entirely up to you guys. You then approve it to code. We fully code it. We optimize it for page speed and all that kind of good stuff. And then we integrate any cart, any lead distribution platform you want, whether that's Shopify, WooCommerce, WordPress, Magento, which I hate, but some people use it. Any lead distribution network, anything you might want to use, we'll integrate for you. And for sales pages, that kind of whole package for a single sales page is $1,600 US. So you're looking, I have to do conversion, but you're looking around about 1,200, 1,300 GBP plus VAT. Of course, we offer kind of discount packages. Let's say, for example, you've got 4 or 5 clients that you might want to utilize this for, we can do a cheaper price. But the other thing to mention as well, just because Emma said it, it sounds like a lot of you have your own clients, which is great. You can almost white label us to your clients. So we offer two forms of white labeling. We can either do a straight up referral, whereby you refer us to your clients. We then handle your client and we'll pay you a 10% cut of whatever you send our way. Or we can do a white label situation whereby you offer this as a service. It's another service that you guys can offer to your clients. And you say, I've got a team that will build out your landing pages. And you can charge your clients whatever you want. We have agencies that use us on a weekly basis where we're charging them 1,200 quid for a landing page and they're charging their clients 10K plus. And that's the honest truth. And we don't mind what you charge your clients as long as we're getting paid what we are for our service. So, this may be an opportunity for you guys to make some more money as well. So
that's how we're packaging our services now. Sure. So that one of the clients that I just talked about is, I think, going for that deal. So we will be offering, because it helps us basically. It makes everyone handle the whole thing, because then we can't blame it on anything else. So because we know we've got the best on the back end, as long as we can get the ads to work on the front end, then everyone's happy. So part of what we are doing, because a lot of clients they don't really want to be talking to one person to do one thing and one person to do something. They just have someone to handle it, and we'll just upsell that. We can run your ads, yes. We can also build out your funnel for you, and we'll do, we will work. We do some of the integrations, which might be like just setting up their Stripe account or whatever it is they need. And then we would work with the landing page guys, and actually we will own that project. It's all done through Trello, which just finds super simple for this. And they are very, very quick. So I would, for us, it seems like a no-brainer. Once I find someone that I'm really happy to partner with in that way, then it makes sense for us to because we can expand our offering. And when you're offering services to a client, the more you own, the more they're embedded, and there's more loyalty there. So actually, you just become the go-to for quality work. They're happy because they're only dealing with one person. So that's
yeah, I think that's great, and that's what a lot of agencies do. But I think the other great thing as well is, hopefully, touch wood, your pages will, the traffic that you're sending to their pages will convert better as well. So in turn, it kind of allows you maybe to spend more. They're paying you more to spend more. And it's kind of like a win-win for everyone. So
Meninda, that's not for copy, but that is for the design, isn't it? That's for the design and...
Yes, so someone's asked, sorry, I'm just going to read through some of these questions. So do you design copy? Okay. Yes, so when it comes to copy is like a completely different ballgame. So we don't want to pretend that we're the best at everything. We're the best at landing page designs and conversion rate optimization. That's what we do, and that's what we're good at. So we have a preferred partner. Kind of like you guys we kind of sell us to do your landing pages. We have a partner that we partner with the content side of things. So we can make suggestions, and we can take care of your kind of headlines and layout of the copy. But if you actually want us to provide the copy, we basically recommend our preferred partners. You can work with them. Alternatively, you can obviously provide us with the copy, and we can then fill it in.
I've actually got, just on that subject, I'm getting someone in the group who is a copywriter. Nice. Who I'm going to try and strike some kind of deal with.
Perfect.
So we use them for our nurture sequences. I was using someone else for sales copy, which I quite liked, but I'm just trying to find someone who I think would be a good sort of, they're quick, and they're a lot cheaper than this other company that I was using, but I'm really happy with them. So we're organizing for them to come in, and I'm going to see if I can work with them to perhaps come with a package, especially for tribe people, if you want to use them for simple ad copy through to sales sequences, nurture sequences, sales pages, etc. If not, actually, I'd be really interested to know, you don't have to say now, but who you use for your copy?
Yeah, absolutely. We use a couple of people, but our main contact is actually an individual. It's a guy called Curtis. He's a really great guy. So if anyone wants an intro, just shoot me an email or go to the contact form. I'm sure Emma will put our details somewhere. So yeah, just get in touch. That's not a problem. I can make an intro.
Awesome. Anyone at home, why do you not like Magento? Someone's asking. Actually, I've just onboarded a client.
It's just, yeah, I know. I think we had this back and forth with you, Emma, as well. I think it's just quite a, in my opinion, I know they've just launched a new version of it. There's like a Magento 2, I think it is. I don't know much about it just because we try and stay away from it. In my opinion, from a development side, and I'm not technical, but our developers, obviously we have a large team of developers, no one ever gets on with it very well. It's quite clunky. It's quite hard to integrate. It doesn't do the things that we like it to do when it comes to integrating with the front end. And through our experience, we've just always had trouble with it. I would much prefer or recommend people go to Shopify or WooCommerce on WordPress personally. You may love it. It may work for a lot of people. I'm sure it does. But in our opinion and our experience, it's always been trouble when it comes to integrating.
Alex, did you have a question? I thought I saw something from you, or did I imagine it?
No, it was just to Oliver if he could share some other examples.
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of thing are you looking to see?
So my niche is coaching. I work a lot with coaches of different sorts. So a lot of them have problems with conversions, as you've probably seen if you've ever worked with a coach.
Yeah.
So a lot of them use ClickFunnels. Or Kajabi, that's another popular one now. But
that's even worse than ClickFunnels.
Yeah.
Kajabi's good from an integration standpoint, but you can still design and then integrate just the Kajabi like follow-up stuff. So it's not that bad.
Yeah, so I would love to see any of your own that you guys did and how it differs just from a visual point of view.
Sure, I'm actually on my home computer, so I can't really show you the let me just pull up our portfolio. I can't really show you kind of specifics right now, but what I can show you is some more examples of our work. But what I will say is, let me just share my screen again. What I will say is, okay, can you see my screen again? Everyone see my screen?
Yeah.
Cool. So what I will say is, it doesn't matter the niche, whether your clients are marketers, whether they're doing a Jeep giveaway, whether they're, there's all sorts of offers on here, whether they're doing car finance, whether they're selling a product, the principles across the pages always apply. The science behind the landing page always applies. So, I wish we had longer to go into more detail. Maybe I can come back, later on in the year and give you guys some more kind of tips. But, those kind of 5 things I ran across instantly, if you can just take your customers' landing pages and adapt or apply some of those 5 things I've just said, you will see an uplift in conversions just by doing one of them. First and foremost, possibly, the page speed. You can easily increase page speed. Might be hard because you're on ClickFunnels, but you can optimize your images. So one thing you can do straight away is you can download all the images used on your landing page and just Google free image optimization, run them through a free tool and then re-upload them. That will save you page speed. That's one quick thing anyone can do. Anyone on ClickFunnels, because it's drag and drop, you don't even need to code, can reorder their landing page for the ADA principles. So if any of your clients aren't utilizing the ADA principle and they lay out their landing page, do it straight away. That will see an uplift in conversions. If any of your clients haven't got testimonials above the fold, or those 5 stars, implement them. That will see an increase in conversions. Adding an emoji to your buttons, all these little things apply across any page, any niche. It doesn't have to be specific to one particular thing. Try and implement these things and you will see a higher conversion rate. I'll just give you a few anyone can go to this link, by the way. Just go to landingpageguys.com/portfolio, and then you can click through to any of these pages to see some kind of examples of what we can do.
Those 5 stars that you...
let's go back.
Are they... so where's that been pulled from? Like Google reviews?
So this one's just static. So, I wouldn't advertise, lying or false claims on your landing page, but this is why reviews are so important. So if you don't have reviews, if your clients don't have reviews, like I say, just run some, I'm going to give you another thing here. Let me just show you this. So this isn't about, I think it's review or reviews. Let me just check. Here we go. So every time someone works with us, and you can easily set something like this up in ClickFunnels for your customers or for yourself, every time someone works with us, we send them a thank you message and we send them to this page. So this page is just me saying it's been a pleasure to work with you. I do a quick video here where I kind of say, thank you so much for your custom. It's been a pleasure to work with you. We want to give you a free gift. So we say to them, we want to give you a free gift. All you have to do is look below this page and we'll send you a free gift. We have 3 sections here. So I'm basically asking them to review us. We link to our Google reviews, we link to our Facebook reviews and our Trustpilot, and we also encourage them here. If anyone wants to screenshot this or whatever, you can just go to landingpage.com/review. Section 2, we encourage them to do a video. So we say, show us some love. We'll just, we really appreciate it. Number 2, if you send us a video, we really, really appreciate it. Now, if you do both, do a review and a video, we'll send you a gift. Now this works. We have over now, I think 150 positive reviews across these platforms. And we've probably sent out, I would say, 30 hampers last year. So a lot of our clients are in the US. We use, I can't even remember, I have to ask my project manager, Josie. We use a company in the UK who sends out hampers to people in the US. It costs us about 40, 50 quid, including the shipping, but I'd pay that every time for a positive review and a video review from a good client and a case study. So anyone who says they can't get reviews, this is how we would recommend you doing it. So you can even, for your clients, you could create little landing pages that look like this, send them out to their existing client base to encourage them to get reviews. And then this is where you get these reviews to put on this page.
Oh, yeah, that's genius.
And it's static as well. This is.
I'm going to be straight. I'm going to be brief. I mean, actually, I'll be paying you again now.
I was going to say, we'll build you a landing page, Emma. It's not a problem.
Thank you so much. Has anyone got any final questions? I've made so many notes.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, me too. I just had one. It's kind of really specific question. I'm helping launch a password manager app to market, and they've got an Amazon web, an AWS, I don't even know what that stands
server,
for. And he keeps calling it, I mean, aside from the fact, the copy and the layout, I need to do something with it, but he keeps referring to it as, oh, it's simply brochureware. And I'm just wondering, are there any disadvantages to using that, particularly if I'm going to be driving, ads to it?
In my honest opinion, again, I'm biased because you're talking to someone who does this day in, day out, building direct response pages and funnels. I would never waste traffic. What I mean by traffic is paid clicks, sending someone to a brochure site or a normal unoptimized website. So if any of you have clients who have products, it doesn't matter whether it's an app install, whether it's an install for, say, for example, a password manager, whether it's a physical product, whether it's a course, it really doesn't matter. You will get far better conversion rates sending traffic to a landing page that's direct response and fully focused on the conversion rate, as opposed to a brochureware or a brochure website. Now, everyone needs a brochure site because it's great for trust. It's good for obviously SEO and search traffic. It's good for type-in traffic, repeat customers. That's what they're serving a purpose for. But when it comes to paid media, you have to be building landing pages where everything
install, he has the links to Google Play, and we've not launched yet, but and to the App Store
on the
above
website.
The fold. You're saying that's still not.
I would still, if he has the budget, I would still build out a landing page. It's just going to convert a lot better.
I may be coming your way then.
I appreciate that. But, even on Convertrio or ClickFunnels, you could still do that yourself and build something out. But yeah, anything that's paid, I would go to a direct, dedicated website. And the reason for that is, there's loads of reasons, but people get distracted. When they come to your website, it's fine, but it's not built for purpose. Most people's websites is like you say, it's a brochure. It's everything we do. You'll notice when you go to our website, for example, it's very conversion focused. So you can't really click away. There are some internal pages in the footer, but everything on the one page is focused on that conversion. It's get in touch with us. How can we build your landing pages? Now, most people make the mistake of having all the navigation with the blog, the contact, the FAQ, which is fine. It serves a purpose. But when you're doing paid media, what happens is people start clicking through those pages. They might scroll down to your footer. They'll see a Facebook icon. Next thing you know, 20 minutes later, they're looking at pictures of the next door neighbor's cat on Facebook, and they have no idea how they got there. Now, you've just paid for them to do that. So this is why those direct response aggressive pages work way better when it comes to paid media.
Do you have any sort of app client examples on your portfolio page?
On the portfolio, I don't think we do, but if you just get in touch with us or email, just fill in the form on the site or email my sales guy or me. It's either Oliver @ or Greg @ landingpageguys.com, and we can send you some for sure.
Okay, thank you.
That's okay.
Right then, let's wrap up. Just in time for people to watch Love Island. Hello.
Oh, exciting.
I actually haven't even indulged in it yet. My other half is like, Emma, what the hell are you doing? I thought you were an intelligent woman. But we all have to have our guilty pleasures. But actually, to be fair, I'm not really feeling the vibe, so I'll put it on series link and see. Maybe I'll binge on it one night. But thank you so much. I know some of you are Love Island people, so you've got like 2 minutes to grab yourselves a glass of wine before it starts. Thank you. I will be in touch, Oliver, as you know, with other things that are coming up, and I'm really looking forward to launching my new sales pages. Very exciting. And I will share all your contact details, etc. It's been great. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate
you taking the time.
Not at all.
Out of your evening. Thank you.
It's been a real pleasure. Thank you for having me, and thanks for the hospitality, and yeah, just all the questions. It's been a real pleasure to speak to you. If anyone wants to hit us up, landingpageguys.com. We also run a free group that kind of talks about optimization tips and stuff. Just go to landingpagelab.com and you'll be redirected to that.
Fab. And at some later stage, would you consider coming in again?
Of course.
I think it's been super useful. There might be people that
no, absolutely. Maybe we can do something in person, because I know we need to meet and talk about further.
Yeah, that would be great.
Do something in person, or if you ever do conferences or nights like that. Yeah,
I do. I'm doing all that stuff this year. Oh my God, Kat Howell's just messaged me about something. What's that?
Get Kat in the group.
I'll get Kat. I'll get Kat in the group. Thank you. Yes, I will definitely. Let's be in touch to meet up, because
cool.
Some in-person stuff would be awesome. Thank you.
Someone's saying let's do a Bristol date. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I've done stuff here before. People do come. So yeah, that'll be amazing.
I'd be honoured to come on again. And someone said, what's the group? If you just go to Landing Page Lab, that's lab.com, or Facebook Landing Page Lab, free to join. So yeah, perfect. It's been a real pleasure. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Cheers, ladies. Thank you. Have a great evening. Enjoy Love Island.
Thanks. Bye.